2, 1. We are live. Oh, wait, wrong screen, wrong screen. There it goes. I'm out of practice. I'm rusty. Yo, Jones, Blackout. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Viral Finn.
You're so stupid. All right, let's bring this awesome Mario Kart World music down. And let's play that lovely opener we love so much. Hit it, Kim.
Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of Experience Points Podcast. And don't forget, gamers, to
level up.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and bring that lovely music back on up. Boom, bam. And welcome back, gamers, to the Experience Points Podcast. This is episode 79, and today's date is June 16th, 2025. And as you heard earlier, I'm joined by Blackout.
What up?
AKA the Hunter.
Yeah.
And on today's episode, we are going to chit-chat about the Switch 2. Things we like, things we don't like, things we wish they would add. Now that the system is in our grubby little paws, and we're just going to do some online racing while we're at it. So, Jones, how are you feeling about your Switch 2?
I mean, I'm liking it so far. I've only scratched the surface because I've only had it for a few days, but you know, I believe the performance is better, even though it is a PlayStation 4 Pro Plus at best. And I was doing a whole bunch of air quotes when I was saying that, so you know. But it's looking pretty good so far from what I've experienced with Mario Kart and, you know, some old games.
I forgot how to make a room already. Good lord.
Multiplayer online.
Hey, friends.
Yes.
There we go. Create a room. Okay, that's what I did here. All right. Start off with the Peach Rocket. It also might be the name of a porn star, but we're gonna keep it there. All right, the room was created. A few things that I want to touch on the system, which is a few of the they're not user-friendly things, but they're more like slight aesthetic changes. So on the main screen, on the home screen, in fact, I'll just go there right now. Hold on, Peach. So when you're on the main screen, like right here, and you're picking a game or you're picking you know, the things at the bottom on the menu screen or whatever, like the outline has a very subtle, very slight, like light that is circling around it. It's very subtle, but I like that so much. Also, too, when you come down here to the different menu options and you pick something different, like it gives a sound for each thing, and it's very distinctive. And I think that just goes back to like the accessibility and user friendliness of the upgraded system.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. They have some nice little cute sounds and stuff, like the clicking and stuff. They definitely it brought it up from what the original Switch was. Like the original Switch felt like it was a nightmare. They weren't even really trying. They just threw that thing out there and they never went back.
Oh, did you
like
finally
it moved a lot smoother?
Did you finally hear the startup sound
yeah.
of the system?
Yeah, that is great.
Nice. Yeah, I like it a lot too. Ooh, let's see if I get a new costume here. Ramen. I did. Nice, aviator. Sweet. All right. Did you start? Did you join the room? Yes, you did. All right. Let's go ahead and do a race. Got it on easy. Let's see where we're going here. Let's change it out completely. Let's go to some places you have not been. Nice water stage at work. Let's start here. Let's do that. Yeah, when they said 4K, I did not believe them at all. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I had no belief. Come on, my stage, my stage, my stage. Yes. I had no belief that this thing was gonna run at 4K, but then actually put it on the TV. So when you start your PlayStation up, your PlayStation, it literally set your TV. It says in the corner that it's running in 4K in whatever 60 frames, whatever. But
I never paid attention to that. I believe
you.
you.
Never paid attention? Yeah, it's there. But with the but it's the same thing with the Switch. With the Switch too, like it says 4K 60 in the corner. I was like, oh snap! And it's so weird to play all these games as smooth on a Nintendo console. I mean, they finally took the time to get things right. But when they got that stuff right, they kind of slacked off on a couple other things. So, what was the issue we were having the other day playing Mario Kart together with KB?
Oh, you said what was the issue?
Yes.
Well, one thing is, starting to join a room, you have to literally have the room created beforehand,
Yes.
which is kind of really sad.
Yeah, so people can't, as far as we know so far, you can't join like a group. Like, I can't start a chat room. Because like in PlayStation 5, I can start a chat room, an open chat room, and whoever wants to come and join, they can join. Or I can make it public, or I can just invite whoever I want and they can come. In this one, you have to start the chat room with the people selected. I mean, it's a quick process and it doesn't take long, so it's not that much of a hindrance. But if I wanted to just start a chat room and be in there and have people pop in and pop out whenever they wanted, that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't let that option happen.
I mean, it's nice to have game chat finally on a Nintendo console, because that's what I wanted from the first one, especially with all those damn games I was playing. And the times we play
And all it
Smash.
requires is for you to add your freaking phone number. I still don't understand that. It's gonna go and bite us in the ass in a couple of years from now.
And all the times we played Smash, all the tournaments we had in Smash, playing Mario
That
Kart.
would have been very useful, yeah.
It was so good. We had to get on PlayStation or Discord just so we can talk crap to each other. This is a pain in the butt. And then today, friggin' found out that even through like streaming, like on Streamlabs, it only picks up one person's voice. The person's voice that's coming through who made the chat room. So I tried to record.
I think there's an option to fix that.
It wasn't coming through, and the options in the chat room is very, very limited. It's nothing that says anything about adding your voice to the chat. I mean, you heard me just fine, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you heard me with no problem. But when I press record to try to get your voice on here, all the audio came through except for mine. That would have been a simple solution. So now we had to go through Discord, do all that. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll take what we can get. Something else they did well is the actual voices that come through on the system. I guess the mic is on the system. And
Oh yeah, the voice really
come through
good.
great. The voices come through great. And Eric like turned up his TV last night, and I didn't hear anything else but him. I didn't hear the TV. I didn't hear his sister. I didn't hear the cats in the background. All I heard was Eric. That was it.
Yes, sir.
Of course, it was nighttime for me, so there wasn't nobody else around but me. But I did have the fan on. I did notice like right now I'm on my headset on Streamlabs, and even on PlayStation it tends to pick up just like everything. All right, we got a minute to the next race. It tends to pick up everything, every little sound. That's kind of annoying. But with the game chat, it didn't do that. It only picked up the voices. And that was really impressive. That made me happy.
Yeah, that's actually, I will say, like, a lot of voice things, they've gotten really good at kind of like having voice recognition where it doesn't pick up like the sound of your game or something like that. Because like when I'm raiding and stuff on Discord, I'm always worried that people are hearing my TV or gameplay or whatever. But they don't. can only hear me. Like I'm always paranoid about it, but people say they don't hear anything. So Vince, but I think he just has a weird hearing. Like, I don't know. Let's not talk about him.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's just so far so good. I'm loving the output. I'm loving the controls. I know that the Pro Controller wasn't completely necessary because they literally just added a button and
They got the back two little back button.
But I haven't even used those at all. And
I haven't either.
The time,
I feel them.
You still what?
I feel them all the time, but I haven't actually like set them up or anything.
And that's the thing. The way I hold my controller, I don't feel them at all unless I like really have to try to press them in. I don't feel them at all.
Nah, my finger hits them all the time on accident.
Unless you're like death gripping your controller.
We all got different ways we hold our controller.
That is very rich. And your hands are bigger than
Yes, sir.
mine. Yeah, don't say it like that.
What?
Calm down. That doesn't mean anything.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
It's stupid. He said, yes, sir. So I'm gonna hit you with a green shell right now. Take that.
You right.
I just did. Take that.
No, you missed.
Nuh-uh. That's like you fell down.
Hell.
And in
You
the first
hit
place.
me.
You're welcome. Oh, but yeah, I mean, I love the ergonomic control of this controller. It technically is the same size, but for some reason it just feels like bigger and better to me.
Bigger and better. It does feel bigger and better.
That's what she said.
I'm in first place.
That's fine. And the actual like left and right joystick do feel better. The controls are better. So I never had any issue with my Monster Hunter 1. I actually love that, and I'm really hoping that they come out with some unique ones soon because I do love the bespoke controllers. They feel good to play with. Ah, don't hit me, jackasses! Come on, twice in a row. Get out of here.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah.
That's what you get for talking crap. The settings for this thing, there's quite a few settings that are different to take advantage of, but that just goes along with the new hardware. I loaded up. I didn't know that there were certain games that had free updates.
Yes, sir.
And they're not technically Switch 2 versions. They're just like legit free updates, like Mario Odyssey. Because I know you haven't played. I know you haven't played too much Mario Odyssey, but if you got it on your system now, when you get a chance, make sure you download that update.
Automatically update. You have to download it separate.
It depends on what you got your settings for.
I mean, what you got the settings for?
I mean, you got it set for automatic updates?
I don't know. I changed nothing. So what is it by default?
It should be automatic. Also, too, something else I like. I don't think the Switch 1 did this, but I never really checked it because all the games were going to the cloud automatically anyway. When I go to download a game now from the virtual cards, and I play a game, it asks me if I want to download the actual. See if I get a new costume. Oh, I got the good one. It'll ask me if I want to download from the cloud automatically, and I love that. I love that. Nope, don't think so. Didn't hit me. So sorry. It's so helpful because on the Switch 1, I was so used to going into the freaking settings, going to the the cloud download, trying to find it, because on the cloud, nothing is arranged in alphabetical order. Nothing. It's like, come on now, man. There's no option to do it that way. So you got to scroll through 16,000 things just to find the right download from the cloud to get it. But this system does it automatically. I don't know. I think there was some people complaining about losing their Pokemon data or something like that. I know that happened to me. So
yeah.
I know how that
Yeah,
happens.
because Pokemon doesn't let you save your stuff to the cloud. Like you have, well, I mean, like you can't have cloud saves is what I meant to say.
I got you.
And yeah, that's how you lost your poor shiny Zeraora.
And
Second place.
and
How dare they?
My 400 Pokemon freaking count. I was so mad. So mad.
Yeah, you could have got that back easy. I'm talking about your shiny Zero Aura that they only gave you one of. That's a super rare Pokemon. You was like, that's my favorite because it's a white cat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I looked a lot. Come on now.
But yeah, I did hear like somebody. I saw some posts on like Facebook or something where they were saying somebody like person had like 20 years of 20 years of Pokemon and 100,000 plus hours lost because of the Switch 2 transfer. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't really read the whole story.
I got you. Good to go.
But yeah, so like I do. Oh, okay, I like. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it in handheld mode. Like in terms of like the bulkiness does feel good, but I haven't really played too much in handheld mode, so I can't really speak too much on how it performs in handheld.
So with the OLED,
But like definitely it does perform. Like even games, well, pretty much every game loads much faster. Like you know, I'm a Pokemon.
oh, dude, that's what I was gonna tell you earlier. I was playing Mario Odyssey. Like I was loading it up and I downloaded because I heard earlier I was listening to a podcast and somebody was talking about how much better it looks in 4K. Let's go to this one. How it looks like almost a brand new game and like everything's better and faster. And I'm like, oh snap! So I freaking loaded it up, and on the Switch One, I would normally wait literally 2.5 minutes for it to get to the title screen, and then another minute and a half to 2 minutes for it to go from the title screen to the actual game. I swear, like maybe 6 seconds from the time I loaded the game up to actually playing the game, I was blown away. It felt like the PS5 load screens felt for the very first time.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, well, look, you know, I play a lot of Pokemon, so like. Usually it takes a good minute to load the game. So first of all, just loading the game up is way faster. I'm like, wow. And then it's like when I actually like, you know, do fast travel, like go to another area, you're normally waiting like at least 10 seconds, maybe longer depending on what area you go to. Dude, it is so like I used to have time to like go get a drink or something like that. Not go get a drink, but you know, like take a drink. So like, dude, it loaded so fast. You don't even have time to blink. It's like already there. I'm like, oh my goodness. And not only that, but like they did give a free update for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet because you know how terrible those games were on Switch One. Like they actually felt like a whole new game. It made my eyes cry in a good way. Like it was so smooth. It's like literally twice as many Pokemon to show up on the screen, and there's no more lag when it rains or at the water. Oh my goodness, it is actually a good playable game now.
It's called
I was tearing up just from how good it was.
It's called Happy Tears, my friend. Happy Tears.
Yes, I know. I'm saying happy tears.
Let the joy come.
It was so lovely.
So
like, I was like,
So for me, it's just going back to like to re-experience those things a little bit because I beat all those games. Like when it comes to those big titles like that, I play them and I beat them, regardless. You know, because when it comes to frame rate and stuff like that, and graphics, I really don't care. When I have, because I forgot what game I was trying to play before with 60 FPS, and I turned it back to 30 because it felt too smooth. As weird as that sound, it felt too smooth. It was Monster Hunter. Yeah, Monster Hunter. So I tried to play that, but it was just too weird. Like I don't like that look or that feel. So the wifey has an ultra HD TV in the bedroom, and when she plays Animal Crossing on there, it looks like a freaking soap opera.
What?
It does. No, because it's that hyper clarity. It's hyper clear, and it's too clear that it takes me out of the immersion of playing the game. If that makes any sense.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't know because I remember you kind of making it sound like the first time I got a 4K TV and I was so blown away. Like you could see like the freaking like acne on people's faces and stuff. I'm like, oh my god.
And that's
like,
fine.
It's a little too good.
But the actual game, it depends on the game because Animal Crossing is cartoon. So just to see that hyper clear like that is off-putting. Now,
Why
if
not
it
get attacked by a lightning bolt every time I get a weapon?
now, if it was a game like Expedition 33 or Monster Hunter, that's a different story. I would love to play it on that. But the fact that it was so clear is just too much. So, like playing these games, like when you're in handheld mode, it's not 4K. I think it's I don't know.
1080p.
I don't think. Yeah, I think it's 1080p. I don't even think it's 2160.
I'm pretty sure it's 80.
Right. So, I
Damn!
was,
Stop attacking me! Come on, y'all! I feel like I got jumped around even in the first place.
I would just much rather play on the screen. And with the Switch 1, I played the handheld a lot because the OLED. That's what I was going to say earlier. The OLED is beyond gorgeous in handheld, and I played
We
more.
know you love OLED, yes.
I played more in handheld than I did on the screen because it just looked better. You know, I got a nice TV, but it's no OLED. The darks are darker, it's crisper. The handheld looks great on the Switch too. It's really beautiful, but it's not as crisp as the 4K on the screen. So I really don't see myself playing in handheld as much as I did with the Switch 1.
Until you get the OLED version, which will come out in about 2.5 years.
And I'll be
For about $700.
I'll be perfectly fine with that. and I will get it, and I will play it, and I will enjoy it. Some of the games I'm looking forward to. I mean, Mario Kart's awesome on here. It's it's really good to just play with friends finally and be able to have a nice experience. I mean, even though Mario Kart was great and Smash was great, but whatever the next Smash is gonna be,
I feel like they need to go back a bit because like Smash Ultimate just did so much, so they need to like let it go, kind of like a re.
they did everything. They did everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they need to just go back to like the drawing board, like maybe
Reboot.
Yeah, reboot it. That's what they need to do because like they literally did everything. I've always said when Ultimate came out, like I don't know what they're gonna. They can't do anything to outdo Ultimate.
It's true. That's
So
very
they
true.
just need to reboot it. I don't know how, but they just need to reboot it to make it different.
Which
Will they? I don't know.
It's kind of a side thing, but which Smash story has been your favorite?
The one that had the subspace emissary and freaking Taboo was the boss, even though Taboo was evil as hell. God, I hated fighting that dude, but God, that was like the best Smash story mode ever.
Yeah, it was. The last
I think
one
that,
with
yeah, that was
Ultimate
Brawl.
just-
That was Brawl, right?
just way
Brawl
too
on
damn
the
long.
game,
Good
dude.
lord! Ooh, I got a new custom. Very nice.
What was too long?
The story in Ultimate, like when I got
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
50
forever.
hours in, I was like, okay, this has got to be coming to an end. Another 20-something hours to freaking.
I enjoyed all of the different worlds and stuff they did, but it was long. It really was. I think by the time I got around to the Castlevania world, I was just ready to be done.
Yep, same here. They did some really cool stuff.
Yeah, no, they did. But it was just so much. I'm like, come on, I'm tired. And then when you get to the final world, it's like that other part of the final world.
Yes, the Dark Land. EvilDarkZone.com. Any characters missing from Mario Kart Worlds? That you
Well, I haven't unlocked everybody, so I can't really say. But like, I don't think they need to add characters from cross platforms. Like, they don't need to add Link or nothing bootleg like that.
Why?
Just keep it with the Mario.
What's wrong with Link?
Because he's Legend of Zelda. Look, Link don't need to be showboat racing. He gotta go save Hyrule. He's a more serious character. He ain't got time to be up here riding a go-kart.
Eric the Serious Gamer. So what if, with each character, with each update, you got a character and you got a new like land to explore? What if they drop Link and they drop Hyrule with a bunch of different Hyrule races?
I guess that could be kind of cool. But they'd have to drop more than just Link. You have to drop Link, Zelda, and Ganon at the very least. And they'll probably give you a Tingle, or whatever his name is.
Good old Tingle.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I think that would be awesome. If they drop a character in the world like every few
Samus, and then they'd have to
4
have like a
months.
Planet Phoebus or something.
Excuse me, every 4 months or something like that. Because there's been zero announcement for the DLC. Zero.
Good, that'd be surprising.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, I definitely want it to be a surprise, but I mean, with the layout and the way things are, I don't know how they're gonna do it unless they add those extra islands or extra worlds or whatever. I mean, I guess they could easily like put like a giant pipe somewhere, because because there's pipes in here. Like if you drive around, like right now, you drive around the open world. If you see a pipe like in a wall, you can go into it, and it'll take you to a secret area.
I haven't ran into one yet, but I will definitely be keeping my eyes open for one.
There's
Actually, is that one right here? No, that's more like a bridge.
There was a couple I ran into, and I went in. There was like a lot of coins in there, and P switches and stuff like that. What do you think about the? I mean, okay. So when I first played, when we were playing the other day with Vince, and we were talking about the game, the racing game in general, then the open world and how it's constructed. And I'm actually going to start a race. The actual free roam aspect of things. Ooh, let's do knockout tour. You said that you were excited to actually like just drive around the open world, just play.
Yeah.
And I had that experience. Let's go to pick the.
I already picked some. I was trying to get this item. Nah, I didn't even get a new outfit. Damn it.
You're so funny. With Forza Horizon 5, that's how I felt with that. Because that was the first game that I remember playing, racing game that had an open world like that, where you can literally go anywhere, drive over anything, and they don't penalize you. Because I get so tired of racing games penalizing you for like running into the grass or going into the water or hitting a tree or stuff like that.
Well, okay, hitting a tree is gonna slow you down. I don't care what you say.
No, in Forza Horizon 5, you actually get points for doing those things.
Sounds like my kind of game.
Yep, exactly. And when you come out here in September, I'm gonna have you play it.
Oh, now I'm coming out there again, boy.
Hey!
This man.
Hey! It might change tomorrow.
I'm sure it will. Last time I heard you were coming out here again, so I really don't know. It literally changes daily.
Mindchanger.com, it's a website. Nope, not gonna hit me. Get out of here. Hey, speaking of which, have you gotten the giant mushroom yet?
I got it a couple times on solo. I never got it with you, I don't think.
I got you. That's the fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, but with that, like everything you do, if you're in the grass or you're drifting, or you run over bushes or hit fences or knock down anything, it's just constantly giving you points. And the great thing about Forza is those points actually go to something. Like you can actually use those to upgrade your car or change out parts or buy new cars. And on top of that, my favorite thing to do in Forza Horizon 5 is to you can hop online and you can like so say I'm driving a Volkswagen Beetle or whatever. I can hop online and see other people's designs for those Beetles, and that includes any decals that anybody put on there. So I have an entire fleet of anime-inspired cars, because when you go online, it's guaranteed to find an anime-style car of the one that you have, and that is so much fun. And in this game, you can do stickers and stuff like that, and I think you can. I think you can upload like certain sets for your car or whatever, but I haven't really messed with that too much. But that's something like this game is missing. Like the open world is fine, but I don't feel like there's enough to do. I mean, granted, I haven't explored it completely, but the stuff I ran across, it doesn't seem like it's a lot to hold you over, especially for the $80 price tag that they put on this game.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is worth 60 easy, no problem, but 80 might have been a bit too much. I mean,
well,
of course, they knew that people were going to buy it anyway, regardless.
Of course. I hope they just don't do that with all the games. I don't think Donkey Kong's that. Ah! Every time I get a weapon!
I think Donkey Kong is 70. I'm not 100% sure, not to be honest, but I think it's 70. I just want damn it, why did I get rid of that? I just want a decent plan of like the next few big games coming out. I mean, they announced new Splatoon, but I'm not a Splatoon fan. You got Donkey Kong. First place, thank you. But I don't know anything.
Place.
I'm in first place, but I don't know anything
It
else.
was my first place.
Because I'm on the track, fool.
I was ahead of you. I had the
Yeah.
crown.
Yeah, you better come and regain this crown, because I'm way ahead right now.
Don't hit me, get her. Yo.
But I don't know anything else that's coming out for this thing that's like, I mean, it's got me excited.
I know I'm excited for Legends VA.
Yeah. Oh, and I was gonna talk about that too. Like people were talking about, like how the screenshots were looking. People were saying the screenshots were looking rough.
I think they were going off of their Switch 1 versions because remember, they were originally only showing it for Switch 1 before they made the announcement on when it was coming for.
I got you. Well, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited for ZA too. I mean, I'm not excited that everything's in that one town. But
I hope they didn't show everything because that will be disappointing because I felt like there ain't gonna be enough of anything happening if it's all happening in that one little town. Like it ain't that big. No matter how big they want to pretend it is, it ain't that big. I'm hoping that's just like the main hub world, but there's like other places you can still go.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, of course, I'm gonna get it too. I'm glad it's the Legends series. Damn it.
Yeah, I know you love the Legend series. I'm looking forward to it, though. I love Pokemon in general. You know, I'm a Poke Crackhead.
PokeCrackhead.com is a website. It's a picture of Eric scratching his neck.
Oh, wow.
Let me get that Charmander, man. Poor baby. Well, time will go on, and we'll see. I mean, I don't doubt Nintendo at all. I'm just... you know, now that we got the system, and it really wasn't that crazy of a launch. You know, I went through my issues with freaking Walmart.
Wasn't hard? Yeah, well, yeah, you had issues and Vince had issues, but in general, it wasn't that hard to get.
No, it wasn't. Then, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of people actually wound up getting it. Scalpers are crying in their
Oh,
moms,
poor
their
baby.
moms, their moms'
Scalpers
basements.
should all go die in a watery grave. That's how I feel about scalpers, okay?
Every single one.
Yep.
But yeah,
Everyone.
we'll definitely be here, and we'll be whenever we do episodes. I said we'll have it here on the podcast. Damn it, I fell off the track. Made myself laugh too hard. Ah, damn blue shell. Any parting words for the Switch 2?
Give us some stickers, damn it! Stickers being achievements.
I don't care about
Themes.
those. I just
Themes and achievement.
It's been a constant thing. I just want freaking themes. That's all I want.
Themes and stickers!
But if anything else, give us some themes.
And stickers! Or stamps! Whatever the hell they want to call them.
Stamp it up. All right, I'm about to go win this race. And
No, you're not. It's a knockout match. You ain't in the top four yet, Hogan.
Until next time, gamers, keep on
leveling up. Damn, did you get a shortcut?